a big one in the middleweight division between Brad Tavares and Gerald Meerschaert. I always like when Gerald Meerschaert fights because he's capable of doing some big things, right? You can never underestimate him. Now, Brad Tavares is good too, but don't underestimate Gerald Meerschaert as he wins one, loses one, wins one. He's got like what, over 50 fights in the UFC, I believe. So he's definitely a problem. So let's get into this one first and foremost right now. In the middleweight division at UFC Vegas 105, you got Brad Tavares taking on Gerald Meerschaert. This is 20 and 11 versus 37 and 18. So all types of experience in this one. USA versus USA in the USA, right? Both guys 6'1", both guys 37. You see the trend here. Meerschaert 4-inch reach advantage, 78 to 74. Another fight here in the main card that's opposite stance. Tavares stands right-handed. Meerschaert stands left-handed. In terms of significant strikes, both guys are kind of below the average, right a little over 3 significant strikes per minute. But Gerald can land takedowns, 2 every 3 rounds. Tavares, 1 every 4. So Gerald's got a little bit of an advantage on the ground. But Tavares, 80% takedown defense. Problem is, even with, well, not decent stats. Stats aren't that good, but his takedown defense is. But he's lost to Jung Yong Park by split decision and Gregory RoboCop Rodriguez by KO in the last 2 fights. Both fights getting into the 3rd round. Obviously, one going to a decision, the other one finished, but, you know, he's had some octagon time in 2024. In 2023, he beat Chris Weidman and lost to Bruno Silva. So he's lost 3 of the last 4. And I can tell you, Meerschaert is a problem, but he's got a 42% takedown defense. But when it gets there, he's fine. He did get submitted against Renier de Ritter in his last fight. I had him winning, but I didn't know a lot about de Ritter yet. Now I recognize. But in other fights, like Edmund Shabazian, he submitted him. He submitted Brian Barberina. Lost to Andre Petroski by split decision, close fight. Lost to Joe Pyfer by KO. So you have all these things going on. But I don't really see an angle for Brad Tavares, right? I mean, he hasn't won a fight by finish uh, since April of 2018 against Krzysztof Jotko by KO late in the 3rd round. So I don't think he's a threat to a finish. And I think, you give 15 minutes to Gerald Meerschaert, he's going to find a way to get a finish or be in this fight. So I'm going to lean towards a dog here just because I like Gerald Meerschaert, right? He got whooped by Hamzat Chimaev back in the day in 17 seconds. But bottom line is this guy is capable of finishing people. That fight there only makes him better. Since then, yeah, what has he gone since then? Let me break this down real quick. So Hamza was back in 2020. So since then, he's 3-1, 4-1, 4-3, 6-3, 6-4, 6-4 since the Hamza fight. Very active guy. So yeah, I'll take the dog here to get the win and move to 38-18 middleweight division. UFC Vegas 105. Just a ton of experience for Gerald Meerschaert. And the ground game is ridiculous. I don't know if Tavares is going to be able to handle Meerschaert on the ground if he gets taken down. And being that Tavares doesn't get finishes, I mean, it's been what, 7 years? I think eventually Gerald Meerschaert's going to get this fight to the ground, and then that's when things are going to get real, very real, and interesting for Brad Tavares. And he could find himself getting submitted very easily.